A week after the mysterious death of IAS officer DK Ravi, the Karnataka government finally relented today. But not before a nudge from Congress President Sonia Gandhi. Chief Minister Siddarahmaiah has handed over the probe to the CBI and now contends there was never an attempt to cover up the probe or deny a CBI investigation. Rohini Swami and Pratibha Raman have our other top story tonight.
For 7 days, Siddaramaiah resisted all pressure, vehemently denying a CBI probe into IAS officer DK Ravi's mysterious death. But finally, the Karnataka Chief Minister forced to relent, announcing a CBI probe into the death. But the opposition not letting up the pressure, blaming the Congress government for mishandling the case.
He charged against the opposition. We misused this death to our political gain. That shows his mean mentality, this Chief Minister's mean mentality.
When inevitably he has handed over the case to the CBI, inevitable, because of opposition pressure and fight, because of public opinion in the entire nation and Karnataka.
Karnataka government cornered, opposition baying for Home Minister KJ George's resignation, the man accused of prejudging the case by calling it a suicide. KJ George's alleged links with a real estate firm, some of them being investigated by DK Ravi himself, adding fuel to fire. Ravi's family meanwhile welcomed the CBI probe.
ಸರ್ಕಾರ ಮನ್ನಿಸಿ ಸಿಬಿಐ ತನಿಖೆಗೆ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದೆ. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಸಹಕರಿಸಿದ ತಮ್ಮೆಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಈ ರಾಷ್ಟ್ರದ ರಾಜ್ಯದ ಎಲ್ಲ ಸಾರ್ವಜನಿಕರಿಗೂ ಸಂಘ ಸಂಸ್ಥೆಗಳಿಗೂ ರಾಜಕೀಯ ಪಕ್ಷಗಳಿಗೂ ನನ್ನ ಅನಂತ ಧನ್ಯವಾದಗಳನ್ನು ನಾವು ಋಣಿಯಾಗಿರುತ್ತೇವೆ.
Meanwhile, the government has said in the Karnataka High Court that the lady officer to who Ravi is reported to have made several phone calls had voluntarily approached the CID to give her statement and also told the investigating agency that they shared more than a cordial relationship. Based on this statement, the call records were analyzed.
The last 1 week exposing the chinks in the Congress armor, the party finding itself divided into pro and anti-Siddaramaiah camps, and what's worse, seen as an adamant government that does not have its ear to the ground to sense the public mood.
The last 1 week has exposed the chinks in the Congress government. The party has been divided into pro and anti-Siddaramaiah camps. But what is worse, it is being seen as an adamant government that does not have its ear to the ground to sense public outrage. With Pratibha Raman, Rohini Swami in Bangalore for Headlines Today.
Okay, the big question of course is why is Siddaramaiah doing his flip-flops? That's what we tried to ask him, and like Rajnath Singh refused to speak on Hurriyat, listen into what Siddaramaiah had to say on the change of heart and ordering a CBI probe in this case.
What he's been saying is that you did not bother about the protest, but because Sonia Gandhi told you, that's why you had to hand it over to the CBI. So one statement at least, what do you think now? Do you think a fair probe will be conducted? Will justice be finally be given? Did you say that you will spare? You will not spare anybody?
No comment. No comment.
Okay, no comment says Siddaramaiah, but I'm going to still raise the question. Did it require Sonia Gandhi to, well, wake up Sid, as Siddaramaiah's short form could well be termed in the name of the film? Joining me now, Rajdeep Gowda, Member of Parliament and spokesperson from Karnataka, also of the Congress Party, MP of the Rajya Sabha, and Dr. Dominic Dixon. He is someone who is a civil liberties activist who's been taking up this case there in Bangalore. Appreciate both of you joining us. Rajdeep Gowda, let's get it clear. I'm going to give you 3 theories and they're going to play up as to why Mr. Siddaramaiah has done the flip-flop. The most obvious one, Sonia Gandhi rang him up. Does it require a Sonia Gandhi to order a CBI probe for a Congress government in this country?
Any government has to act with judgment and restraint, especially when a crisis of this sort emerges. And Mr. Siddaramaiah right up front said that, look, we will go through our CID inquiry. We have tremendous faith in our own state police. And if a CBI inquiry is required, we are not ruling it out.
Did Sonia Gandhi ring up Mr. Siddaramaiah? I'm told this morning she rang up the family of the widow of Mr. Ravi, spoke to her. Suddenly Sonia Gandhi gets involved and Siddaramaiah says, okay, we'll have a CBI probe.
No. Siddaramaiah already has mentioned that the assembly is in session. I will make the announcement on Monday in the assembly, and the assembly statement that he made was that in response to the request of the parents of the late Ravi. He has decided
They
to go
made
ahead.
the request 6 days ago. Why? It's only after Sonia Gandhi's intervention that suddenly you remember the parents wanting a CBI probe, sir.
There was a probe already going on. We don't want to interfere with that. You want to make sure that that process is finished. There was a report that was ready to be tabled in the House today, which the court has put a stay on. And as a result, you have not seen
Nothing
that
to do with Sonia Gandhi? Nothing to do with Sonia Gandhi?
There is public pressure. There is pressure from many other
Public
sources.
pressure was there for 5 days. My point is, did it require Sonia Gandhi's intervention, and did it require suddenly the belief that there is a Vocaliga? There's a caste factor here. You're worried that the Vocaligas will get angry with you because this case has developed a caste color, which is why you played politics. Yes or no?
No, no, no. There is no caste politics here. Everyone, not just in Karnataka, but all over the country, are concerned about the death of an upright officer, an unnatural death, and it's a tragedy, and everyone wants to know the truth.
Till 4 days ago also there were people who were outraged. Why did it require suddenly Sonia Gandhi's intervention?
No, no. Sonia Gandhi's intervention is a response to the family and their requests to ensure that prompt action is taken. Now, the action is prompt. You must make sure that that governments don't act in haste, that they don't pass on their responsibility basically saying, look, we don't have the capacity or anything like that. You have to say, okay, it's our job to investigate what's going on, and then if another agency needs to be brought in, we'll go ahead.
Can I just bring in Dr. Dominic Dixon? Dominic Dixon, are you satisfied with the responses? Are you still demanding more? The government has now yielded to your demand for a CBI probe. What more do you want?
See, Rajdeep, the thing is this. It's not about the timing of Madam Gandhi intervening. Madam Gandhi knew very well that civil society was asking for a CBI probe right from day one. Madam Gandhi prolonged it till Monday, knowing that, according to the CM, that the interim report will be ready on Monday. So Madam Gandhi, in the sight of civil society, Madam Gandhi connived with the state government, allowed them to take the due course, which they allotted for themselves, and she said, by Monday, you're going to come out with the interim report, thereafter you go for a CBI inquiry. If Madam Gandhi was actually concerned about the family's plea for a CBI inquiry, Madam Gandhi should have asked the Chief Minister to do it on day one or day two.
What is your concern? What is your concern? Whether day one or today, what is the big concern of civil society now that there is a CBI probe?
Yeah, Rajiv, my concern is this. According to the Code of Criminal Procedure, Section 174, all right, this particular inquiry, point 2, they shall come into force from the date of the participation of the official gazette. And what has happened is the procedure of investigation was not followed. There's a total violation of this.
No, are you saying that evidence has been destroyed? What are you saying? Are you saying evidence has been destroyed? What is your fear? What is your apprehension?
Yeah, according to this chapter 3 of point 7, it says, guarding the scene of occurrence, the scene of occurrence shall be cordoned off by the officer in charge of the police station or the police inspector to prevent destruction of evidence of the case. He or she shall clear the place of passerby and onlookers. And Rajiv, this is a violation because every minister possible went there. There were civilians who trespassed over there.
So you're saying,
evidence itself
saying you fear that evidence has already been destroyed. I'm going to give Rajiv Gowda the final word here. Is there a fear that evidence has been destroyed? The perception out there is the government had something to hide. Could you have done what you did today 4 days ago? Could that have been possible or not?
Rajdeep,
did Siddaramaiah mishandle this?
No, not at all. Essentially, even when I did the national press conference a few days ago, said we will be ready for a CBI inquiry if it's necessary. Now, essentially what has happened is that everyone is coming up with all kinds of theories, all kinds of explanations for what happened and what didn't happen. I would urge people to wait for the investigation to take place. Let us not jump to conclusions. Let not rumors, just take flight. We have to ensure that this tragic incident is probed properly. And now you have a CID inquiry that has taken place at the state level. You now will have a CBI inquiry that will also get into this, and we will get this matter resolved fairness to the late officer, to the family. Everything will be ensured, and I am assuring everyone that fairness will be the center of every activity of both of the investigation before and now.
I will take your word for it now, but I just wish maybe this could have been said 4 or 5 days ago rather than now here on Monday. Rajiv Gowda, as always, a pleasure having you. Father Dominic, thanks very much for joining us there from Bangalore.